The police service has referred to a recent High Court ruling that there is a clear and unambiguous prohibition against public marches unless permission is granted. Movement for Social Justice political leader David Abdullah spoke with TV6 News on the matter via telephone, recalling planning for Labor Day before he retired from the OWTU just over 10 years ago.
I organized very many of the June 19th demonstrations and rallies in Fyzabad, going back perhaps to the late 1970s, all the way through to certainly around the time I retired. I was involved in one way or the other in organizing, or I was, part of making the arrangements for the rally and the speakers and so on. And I could say categorically that at no point in time is there ever a requirement by the trade unions to have any organization that wished to come down in Fyzabad to do so.
As for the permit granted by the police?
The permit is the trade union, whichever trade union applies for the permission to march, because under the Summary Offences, yes, you need to apply for permission for a public march. They apply, they give the route, and the time of assembly, where they're assembling, time of assembly, time of departure, and so on, and where the end point of the march is. That is what is in the permit.
Michael Annisette, who leads the Seamen and Waterfront Workers Trade Union and is also the General Secretary of the National Trade Union Center, says he was part of the organizing committee for Labor Day 2026.
We never had any objections or say that any activist or anybody cannot partake, but they have to partake in a meaningful way, and in a respectful way too. And that has been a historical factor in Labor Day. There's all kinds of activist movements participate in Labor Day.
The police service quoted Police Commissioner Alastair Govaro as having said, quote, "The TTPS respects the rights of all citizens to assemble and express their views. However, these rights must be exercised within the framework of the law. Officers acted with restraint, clarity, and professionalism. It is regrettable that enforcement became necessary, but the sanctity of the Labor Day procession should never be compromised by persons seeking to attach unrelated agendas to a permitted national event," end quote. Jules Brown, TV6 News.